Welcome to Life and Love on Lombok.
Halo, selamat siang.
Halo, selamat siang semuanya.
Bagaimana kabar semuanya? Semoga sehat-sehat selalu ya.
Today we are celebrating
For six years married.
Yes, today is our anniversary, and many people asked us about our love story. So we're going to share that with you today in a beautiful place. Shadri is afraid of heights. Hey, how are you? You don't want to walk on the glass floor? No. Ooh, there's a glass floor. Huh? And this view, luar biasa. Wow. It's really beautiful up here. You get such an amazing view. It's like a 365. Huh? You staying there?
Oh, yeah. I fell off.
What a beautiful place. How do you feel in there, Shadri?
Yeah, so high.
Don't get dizzy.
It's too high.
I just see coconut trees everywhere. I love the green of Lombok. Check this place out. It's so cool. Keren sekali. Sitting on top of the world having lunch. Hi?
Yeah.
I'm having quesadillas, actually. Let's see about that. I've never had them in Indonesia. And a ginger tea, onion rings. Saji is having lalapan. The sambal so spicy?
Not really. Not spicy.
Oh. Selamat makan.
Enjoy.
This is the top deck. If you want to hang out here.
Yeah. It's look nice. You can see so many view.
Santai aja. So the first time that I came to Indonesia was in 2015, and it was because of this book, Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. And when I read about Indonesia, I just felt something, a connection, and she fell in love in Indonesia, and for some reason I had this knowing inside myself that I was going to find love here too. I didn't know that it was going to be with an Indonesian man. Like her, I thought I was going to fall in love with a foreigner, another tourist. But yeah, I really didn't expect it to be an Indonesian man at all. Then I saw the movie, Eat, Pray, Love, and again, I felt something so strong inside. This country was calling me. It was pulling me here, and I just knew I had to come here. And so it was my first solo travel abroad. Anyways, I arrived in Bali first, and I was overwhelmed because I was living on a small island in Canada, a very quiet island, and when I came to Bali, there was just so many people and so many motorbikes and so much noise, and I felt really afraid and overwhelmed, and I wanted to go back home. But I ended up meeting some really wonderful Indonesian people and made some really good friends in Bali, and they really helped me and introduced me to the food and took me around, and yeah, the people were very welcoming and very friendly, and so I felt better, and I fell in love with this country first. And then I didn't meet Sadri the first time I came, and so I fell in love with Indonesia so much that I knew that I would come back. I knew that I had to come back, and yeah, so I met him the next time that I came back to Indonesia. I've always believed in love, even though I didn't see love between my parents. I didn't grow up with a lot of love around or role models for love, but I always believed in love. I knew he was out there somewhere, and I have a very strong intuition in life, and I must follow it. If something is so strong inside me, it calls me, it makes me do something. I can't ignore it. So yeah, this country was calling me here, and I had to listen to it, and I knew my love was here. I knew it.
Taman Langit means sky garden. A beautiful place with a beautiful name.
Look at this. This is really beautiful. How about that one, Sadri, with all the glass? You can walk out there?
Oh, no.
Huh?
So afraid, no.
My friend and I, we decided we wanted to find a family to stay with through couchsurfing, and so we found two different people, and I really liked the profile of the one family, a young family with a young daughter, not yet 1 year old, and I just really liked their photos, and I had a good feeling about it. Again, like my intuition said, for some reason I have to stay with this family. And my friend, she wanted to go and stay with another person who had an English course in the village, and she wanted to volunteer and teach English in there. And I said, okay, if you want to do that, it's okay. You go ahead, you go there, but I know that I need to go to this family. If you want to join me, that's okay. If you don't, it's all right. And but yeah, I made the decision. I had to go to this family. And so we went to his house, and it turned out that the man who had the English course actually also lived in the exact same village. So it was perfect for both of us. And we started teaching English there. We requested to stay with the family for 2 nights, and we stayed for about 2 months. And we became part of their family. So I already had interaction with local people, like living like a local before I met Sadri. And yeah, we were teaching English 6 days a week, and I loved it. It was so much fun, and honestly, it's one of the best times of my entire life. And I loved my students, and it was so much fun. And then my host family said, hey, we have this friend, and he was from the woman's village, and they said he's a really good cook and he wants to make dinner for you. And I said, well, that's really nice. Okay, sure. So he came to pick me up from my host family's house. And I walked in the door, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Just, I couldn't help what I said. I just like, out loud, I said, wow, he's so handsome. And yeah, I can still remember what he was wearing. Do you remember what you were wearing? I remember what we were wearing.
I forget.
So he was wearing jeans, and he was wearing a white shirt with a V-neck, and he was wearing a dark blue, navy blue jacket, like dress jacket. And I thought he looked like a male model. And so yeah, I said like that, like, wow, he's so handsome. And I thought for sure he'd already be married, because in Indonesia, people get married young.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure, there's no chance a guy this handsome is still going to be single. So then I said, is he single? And my host family is like, yeah, he's single. And I'm like, really? Wow. I couldn't believe it. I felt really happy and really excited. And I felt like something so fast, like something so powerful. And he didn't speak any English at all.
Yeah, no.
So that was funny. So the man that was hosting me, he could speak English, and he became our translator.
Yes, and not speak in English. Just yes and no. Just.
And yeah, I was learning bahasa Indonesia at the time, and I'm just speaking a little bit basic. And yeah, we started our relationship with Google Translate, and with
Oh yeah.
yeah, my friend Irwan and his friend from his village, Habibi. Yeah, we started a relationship with help. And I was wearing a black singlet with a pink butterfly, and I was wearing capri pants, pink with white flowers on it. I still remember what we were wearing the first time. I met him. Well, I met you 7 years ago now. Yeah. And what did you think the first time that you met me when I walked in the room?
You just look a little bit dirty.
Dirty?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, first time I see her, yeah, like no, it's not clean enough. No, I mean like your skin is like more tan, yeah. And
Yeah.
for me, yeah, like it's like little bit dirty and dark, because with white person is normal, like yeah, like white, something like that. But I think because they spend what is it like many time in the sun.
Well, I was living on Gili
Yeah.
Trawangan for 2 months.
And your skin is like more dark, more tan.
Sure, because I was swimming in the ocean every day and I was laying on the beach. And yes, I've always loved getting a tan.
And for me, oh, it looks so dirty.
What a thing to say. Thanks a lot. Wow. Really, I can't believe it, Sadri. You're talking like that.
Yeah, this true. First time, yeah. But after that, yeah, because like you're not doing in a bit so much, like not get sun so much. Yes, your skin is normal.
Clean?
Yeah, like more clean, more white.
Oh my God, Indonesian people, they love about the white skin.
Yeah, first time, yes, I'm thinking like, look more tan.
Tan, yeah. Yeah, I was very tanned. Oh yeah, the first time, second time I come to Indonesia, sure, yeah, I spent so much time at the beach. Okay, but then, like from the first time you met me, did you feel anything from the beginning?
Yes, I already feel like so strong.
Yeah, I just felt like I liked him immediately. Immediately, I just wanted to be with him. I wanted him to be my boyfriend. Yeah, and then 5 days after knowing him, I knew that I wanted to marry him.
Yeah.
So many people ask us, where did you meet? Like everybody thinks we met in a tourist area.
Tourist area, yeah.
They think we met in Bali, or they think that we met in Kuta Lombok,
or
Senggigi,
yeah.
one of the Gili Islands, like Gili Trawangan. Yeah, they think for sure we had to meet in a tourist area. And no, we met in central Lombok.
In village.
We met in a village. I've been doing village life for a long time. Before I met Sadri, I was learning to live like a local. And I had such a good experience staying in that village and living with that host family. Yeah, they became my first Indonesian family. And then we started seeing each other quite a bit. But I remember in the beginning, Sadri would say to me, "See you in 2 tomorrows." Instead of saying, "See you the day after tomorrow." Yeah, he would say like that, "See you in 2 tomorrows."
Yeah, because just what I can say about one day next,
the day
a
after,
day after
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just thinking about, okay, if I say tomorrow for next day is next tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, I must say tomorrow.
Yeah, it was really cute. Yeah, so then we started going around a lot.
Yeah.
He didn't like to go out. He didn't like to go many places when I met him. But me, I wanted to see everything, do everything, and so yeah, we travel a lot together, Bali and Lombok, and then I had to go back to Canada for work, and I remember he said to me, "Maybe next time you come back, we'll get married." And I was really surprised, but I felt really happy, and I said, "Yeah, okay," and then he said, "Really?" Yeah, but our relationship wasn't always easy because for the first 3 years of our relationship, we weren't together full time, and we spent so much time apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got married in 2017, and Yeah, the wedding day wasn't anything like I expected it to be. I had to learn Arabic and I had to have a translator. We went to the office to get married, and there was 3 different languages being spoken, and none of them were English. Yeah, so there was a translator to help me understand about what everybody was saying about getting married. And then I didn't know if it was finished or not, and I say to Sadri, "Are we married? Is that it?" And he says, "Yes." And then the day we got married was Friday, Jumat. So Sadri had to go and pray at the mosque, like not long after we were married. It's like mandatory for Muslim men. And so he was gone. And I'm by myself, like, oh, where's my new husband? And then somebody in the village died that day. And so he had to help about that, and then he was gone to the cemetery. And yeah, for me it was a very strange wedding day.
No, it's normal for local people.
Very strange for a Western person, because we plan it like so far in advance, and we have something like big, a lot of people there. I didn't have my family there because I didn't even know what day I was getting married. I couldn't invite anybody from Canada. Yeah, because Sadri went to the office in the morning, and I'm still waiting. I don't know if I'm getting married that day or not, because the day before, June 8th, we were going to get, we thought we might get married, and then the office said no. So it happened the next day. So he came home and said, "Yep, we're getting married today." And it's like, oh my God. Okay. So then his aunt had to come. She has a salon, and get me ready with makeup and the hair and the traditional clothes and everything. And we never had a honeymoon, which is something they do in Canada.
Not have honeymoon, not have reception. Yeah.
And we don't exchange rings in Indonesia. They don't wear wedding rings.
No.
It's very different than my country.
Yeah, we just get married in office. Gua.
2017 was a very busy year for me. I had to go back to Canada before we got married because my grandmother was in the hospital dying. So I went back there, and I was able to see her, and and then she passed away. And then I stayed for a couple months with my family, and then I came back to Indonesia to be with Sadri, and we got married. And 2 weeks after we were married, I had to go back to Canada again because my mother needed to have surgery. Only 2 weeks, newlyweds, and I had to go back to Canada. And we were really sad. We both cried when I went to the airport because I didn't know when I was coming back again. And I never came back again that year. I never saw my new husband for the rest of that year. I think we were apart for 8 months. And I went back to Canada for my mother, and I stayed there, and I went back to work. And then my uncle, my favorite uncle, went into the hospital, and then he died. So yeah, it was a really difficult year. So yeah, we were apart for a long time, and then yeah, I could come back here, 4 or 5 months at a time, and then I had to go back to work to Canada again. And we did this for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And then I come back here in 2020, and I had a ticket for 6 months here, and I'd be going back again. But coronavirus happened, and my ticket got canceled, and I had to stay here. And now I'm still here 3 years later.
More than 3
Well,
years.
yeah, it's more than 3 years now, and I'm still here. And actually, I feel like for me, for us, we've been lucky to have COVID because it gave me a chance to live here for full time and for us to be together. And it helped me be able to be more a part of this country, this island, his village, understand more about Indonesia, and yeah, feel more like a local. And now I don't know when I'm going back to Canada. I have no plan because I feel now like I'm comfortable. I'm used to living here, and I love living here. And I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to go back home because, yes, I feel like Indonesia is also my home. So, let's see.
Just stay Indonesia.
Wow, look at that view.
Hendak lewat sana.
Luar biasa.
Katanya kan muter. Oh iya.
Mataram City at night. Happy anniversary, love.
Happy anniversary.
Love you. Thank you so much for your questions about our love story and how we met. And thank you to all the new subscribers.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. And we wish you lots of love and happiness in life.
Yeah.